Welcome to Math with Professor V. I had a request for an integral to do, and so I'm happy to oblige when possible. Here we have an indefinite integral of 1 over 1 plus sine squared x dx. Now there's a couple of different approaches. I'm just going to do one today, and then perhaps at a later date I'll solve it again using a different technique. First things first, it's kind of a rough one. U sub isn't really going to help you right off the bat. And we can't really play around with any identities in a helpful way just yet. So this might seem a little strange. We're going to divide numerator and denominator through by cosine squared x. And that's the same thing as just multiplying top and bottom by secant squared x. So however you want to think about it, we're going to go through multiply numerator and denominator by secant squared x. Okay, so what do we have now? In the numerator, we're going to have secant squared x over secant squared x plus sine squared x, secant squared x dx, okay? And then remember, I can rewrite this term here. Since secant squared x is 1 over cosine squared x, this is sine squared x over cosine squared x, right? Which is our good friend tangent squared x. All right. So now we have secant squared x in the numerator over secant squared x plus tangent squared x dx. All right, now I have a little bit more to work with in terms of if I want to do a U-substitution, right? So we have two options. Either U would be secant x or U would be tangent x. I mean, you have a few more options than that, but that's usually what works out. What's most apparent or appealing is if I let U be tangent x, because then I know du would be secant squared x dx. So just letting U be secant x wouldn't be helpful. Du is secant x tan x. It's not looking like it's going to be so nice. So that's great. I can see right away then that this whole term right here, secant squared x dx, this quantity, that's going to be my du. This will be u squared. And then I need to rewrite secant squared x in terms of tangent. That way I can make the complete u sub. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not too terrible. We're going to have integral secant squared x. I'll just put the dx up there with it. Why not? And then remember your Pythagorean identities. Secant squared x is equal to tangent squared x plus 1. And then I still have that other tangent squared x hanging out in the denominator. Okay, this is in my way now. Get out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this u sub that we wrote out right here. Now is the time. And let's see what we're left with. So in the numerator, we're just going to have du. And then in the denominator, I'm going to have u squared plus 1 plus u squared. So that's 2u squared plus 1, right? Du over 2u squared plus 1. Now that should start giving you vibes of tangent inverse, right? So if you'll recall, when you have integral 1 over a squared plus x squared dx, it's 1 over a tan inverse of x over a plus c. Okay. However, things are a little funky because if you notice, in this case, we have a 2 in front of the variable quantity squared, and that's not how we have it in the formula here. So you could do a whole other substitution, but the cleanest way is just to factor that 2 out of the denominator. So what do I mean? If you factor it out, then you have u squared plus a half, right? Okay, it's going to be much cleaner. I'm going to take this outside the integral. Since it's from the denominator, it's going to be a 1/2. And then I have du over u squared plus 1/2 is 1 over rad 2 squared. I want to rewrite it that way so I can see exactly, a squared, this quantity right here, 1 over rad 2, that's my a. Okay? And then now we're ready to go. So antiderivative is going to be, just keep the 1/2. And then remember, you're going to have in the very, very front 1 over a. So 1 over rad 2 is just rad 2 times tan inverse of u divided by a, which would be 1 over rad 2, and then plus c. Okay, can we clean up some more? So here, this is rad 2 over 2, or 1 over rad 2. It doesn't matter. You don't have to rationalize most of the time in calc unless your teacher specifically says to, okay? And then 1 over rad 2, that'll, if I divide by that, it'll become just rad 2u plus c. And then go back, who was u? U was tan x. So this is rad 2 over 2 tan inverse rad 2, that's the coefficient, on tan x plus c. And voila, we are done. How was that? It was interesting, right? Not as crazy as the square root of tangent x that I did, I think, last week. But kind of, you know, a little unconventional, maybe not like your typical little integral. So that was fun. Thank you for the request. And if you need more full-length video lectures or examples or help with integration techniques, then check out all the links I have in the description below. I have hundreds of integrals and videos walking you through step-by-step. That way you can become a little beast at integrating and do it like it's no big deal. It'll be your new favorite party trick for people. Subscribe. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Math with Professor V. And I also was thinking, if you're in Calc 2, sometimes students have a really hard time trying to figure out or determine what K is when they're doing the error-bound formula. I know, I was like, this came to me in the middle of the night and I was thinking maybe I need to make a video dedicated solely to that. So if you have any interest, let me know. Or if there's something else pressing, making you lose sleep, please let me know. I love you all. Thank you for your support. I'll be back soon. Bye.